when I scroll down, we still have everything. So you've read the problem. You're being asked to compare the cost of buying beer at this microbrewery if you become a member, and with the cost of buying beer when you're not a member. So the example that I ask you to look at first is, what if you knew you were going to buy eventually 100 liters of beer? How much would it cost you if you were a member? How much would it cost if you were not a member? So let's figure out for each of the two situations. So for members, if you're a member, let's agree that C is going to be the total cost. And I didn't give you a letter for the cost. I think I would have liked to. I didn't realize it here, but I gave you the. So the cost for 100 liters is going to be what? For a member, how much is each liter? 99 cents. So if you buy 100 liters, well, how do you figure out the total amount that you're going to pay for the beer? So you're going to have your 99 cents, right? That's for each liter, and multiply by
100.
100. But to be a member, you also have another expense. You have a $50 membership fee, a one-time fee, so that has to be factored in the total cost of getting those 100 liters of beer. All right, so you punch it in your calculator or work this out, and you're going to get $149. Make sure, I'm not making you write sentences in this in every part of the problem, but I will duck you if you don't put units. 149 what? Dollars. That's cost. All right, so that's for member. What about a non-member? Oh, any English majors out there? I'm always confused with these compound words. Non-member, do I need a hyphen here for? Yeah? Okay. I didn't put it on the non-member. For a non-member, the cost would be how much each liter of beer? $1.59. So if you're not a member, you're going to pay $1.59 times 100. What's your membership cost? You're not a member, so you don't pay anything there. You just pay for the beer. How much is that? $159. So you can see that there's some instance in this particular case, if you knew you were going to buy 100 liters of beer, which one seems to be the better choice? Be a member. Buy the membership and you'll save a little money in the long run. Right. All right. Now we want to write a symbolic rule to compute the cost for a member. Now part B. This is again for members. What if we want the cost not for 100 liters of beer, but now for N liters? We need to replace the 100 with the letter N. So what does our equation look like? The cost would be 0.99 times N plus 50. This is your rule. This would be the rule that will give you the cost for any number of liters. Yes?
But then we don't have, when we're doing the expression, we don't have to do the unit?
No. Units, you don't have to write units right here. It's only when you apply it that I need to know that you're aware. So you're aware that cost is in what?
Cent.
No, cost here
Dollars.
is dollars. That's why we're using 0.99. It's dollars. And N is in? No. What are the
Liters.
Right, liters. So that's it. That's it for. Now part C, if we scroll down a little bit here, you're supposed to write a symbolic rule for buying N liters if you're a non-member.
C equals 159.
Okay, so C equals 159 times N. Anything else?
Nope.
We don't add any flat fee or of any kind. That's it. So those are your two rules, the two formulas that you can use to compute the price for any number of liters now for members and non-members. The next question is the one where you're supposed to use a little algebra. When will these total costs be the same? For how many beers? For example, let's say that we're just going to go to this store one time. You don't even live in the city, and you just want to try some beers, and you're going to buy 5 liters of beer. Weekend gathering, whatever, 5 liters. How much would it cost you here for 5 liters? 159 times 5. I don't know what that is. That's a little bit under $8, like $7.90 or something, right? What if you wanted to buy 5 liters and buy your membership? That would be a little bit less than $5 plus 50. It'll cost you almost $55 here, about $8 right here. So if you're just gonna, if you're visiting, you know, the city where this place is, and you're not gonna be back for a year or so, maybe buying the membership is not a good deal for you. But at what point, right? At some point, the cost is the same. How would we figure that out? How do we figure out when the cost for members and non-members is the same for how many liters of beer? How do we do that algebraically? Any ideas? This cost, this expression gives me the cost for members, this one's for non-members. So I'm waiting for a suggestion. So how do we know when the cost will be the same?
Put them on the equal sign or something? And solve
That's
the-
exactly right. If the cost is the same, then this expression has to have the same value as this expression, right? And that's what we write from part D. We're going to say, I want to know when 1.59n equals 0.99n plus 50. This is the cost for non-members, that's the cost for members. When will they be the same? Well, when these two expressions are equal. Now we just need to solve this equation for n. Now, there's no parentheses and no like terms on either side of the equation, so now we want to bring all the letters to one side of the equation, all the terms that have a variable in it. How do I cancel a positive 0.99n?
Negative 0.99.
What is it?
Decimal 99.
Yeah, but am I going to add it, subtract, multiply, divide it?
Subtract.
I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to say minus 0.99n, and I'm going to do it also from this side, 0.99n. What is 1.59 minus 0.99?
0.60.
Point what?
60.
Okay, 0.60n or 0.6n. Here the 0.99n's cancel out, equals 50. How do I solve for n? You divide by 0.60 or 0.6, however you wrote it. Punch it in your calculator, and you get n equals 83.33.
Yeah.
So you can round to a decimal or two. What is special about that number again? 83.33 liters.
That's when they're going to be equal.
That's right. That's when both the members and non-members would pay the same. Now let-
83 out of 83. So like if you're a member and I'm a non-member, when we buy 83 liters, the
83 and a third, actually. 83.333. We would pay exactly the same. Now let's say they don't sell you a third of a liter. Let's say you have to buy it by the liter. Then you would say, if you're going to buy 83 liters or less, you should not buy the membership. But if you're going to buy more than 83 liters, like 84 or more, you should get the membership. That's what makes sense. So at this point, they're the same. Anything less than that, you should say a non-member. Anything bigger than that. So when will this total cost be the same? Show your work, you would say they'll be the same at 83.33 liters.
do you want us to do it like that or do you
Yeah,
want
this
to
would be
write-
fine if you just write the units. Now, the last one is asking you for a sentence here. When is it smart for you to join the club? Now here I want to see a sentence. I need you to explain here what this tells you. Can someone write a sentence that you would feel comfortable sharing with the class? I just want to see how you write your conclusion based on what we just did. You just commented here. I want to see how you write it in your own words.
After buying 83.33 liters, is the best to buy a membership.
Okay, something like that would be that captures what. So if you after 80.33 liters, it's best to buy a membership. That's one way of saying that.
Yeah. Is it smarter to join the club if you plan to drink more than 83.3?
Yeah, it's smart to join the club if you're gonna Well, drinking 83 liters of beer is a lot, but if you're gonna buy, maybe share, you know. Drink a few liters and share the rest, you know, with family and friends. It's, but absolutely right, that's what you would say. When you're gonna use more than 83 liters, it makes sense, it is better to buy the membership.